Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday morning. It's Stephen Whiteside here from theuptrend.com. I'm up a little earlier this morning. I'm going to do a very short presentation. We had an unforeseen schedule change this morning, and I've got to be out of the office for the morning. So here we go. I was going to try to do this presentation in 10 charts. Got to add one more chart this morning. In the pre-market, we've got Supermicro continuing to move higher. It was the big winner on the S&P 500 yesterday. It's up like 30% so far in the pre-market. Apparently, they found an accountant or something to that effect. Now, we've got stock index futures down across the board. The Dow 250, we've got the S&P 500 down 25. Crude oil is down a bit while gold is up and Bitcoin is up a bit in the pre-market on Tuesday morning. Now, there's three major storylines going on this morning. The first one is that Monday was an inside day for the U.S. market, not the Canadian market, but the U.S. market had an inside day. So yesterday's trading action was within Friday's trading range, and we're looking for a breakout of that range. The second thing is we're still dealing with some big round numbers. And the third thing is there's the SPY $600 level, is the open gaps that were left from the reaction to the U.S. election. So the SPY had an inside day yesterday, still closing below 600, and we're looking to see what happens when the market fills that gap. If it does, there's no guarantee we're going to fill the gap, but I think the market's going to want to do that. Then what does it do after it fills the gap? On the NASDAQ 100 ETF, we're looking at the $500 level. We closed at $500.02 yesterday, and we are trading low in the pre-market this morning. And we have two gaps that were left recently. We've got the first one off the election, and then we had the one before that where we gapped lower. So there's lots of room for the market to want to go down and fill the gap. Unlike the SPY, the triple Qs have come down already into the open gap. So the top of the gap is still acting as support for the SPY. Looking at the IWM for the Russell 2000, it was an inside day yesterday, and we've traded down into the gap. So you would think that the market wants to come down and fill that gap. And then again, what do we do after we fill that gap? So we're watching that closely. First thing that has to happen is a breakout of Friday's trading range. Now, the TSX held up a little better yesterday. It moved up above the previous day's high, and we closed higher on the day just slightly. I had something to do with energy stocks, which were up on the day. The energy sector had an inside day on Monday. And then we had gold stocks popping, and they were up over 3% on the day, and they'll probably trade higher this morning. And again, we've got an open gap to deal with, and we'll have to see what the market does at the bottom of that open gap. And you can see for this particular ETF, we need to close above $22.58 on Tuesday to give us a buy signal for the iShares for the TSX Global Gold ETF. Now, looking at the VIX traded up to the upper channel line yesterday. We're looking for a close on Tuesday above 1695. And last up this morning, we've got Bitcoin. And when we talk about big round numbers, how about 100,000? That's a big round number, and we may see Bitcoin head up to that level before it starts to take a rest. Okay, folks, that is all for this morning's presentation. Thank you for listening to me rush through this. Have a great day. Next time you'll hear my voice is on Wednesday morning, and hopefully we can spend a little more time looking at charts on Wednesday morning.